That's the point. It's the host, and then there's guests.
Hi and welcome to the show. It's a different show. Sam's not here. Sam is recovering from surgery. I'm very sad. But I'm here, and Jake with legs is here.
I'm here.
And we're so I had to we have to redo my whole thing. I'm at Jake with legs' brother's house now. We can't go to Sam's house. There was an incident.
Wasn't an incident. There was a surgery. It kind of went a little bit of awry, but she's recovering now, doing better.
So she's probably not going to be on for a while, that sucks. I hope you get better. If you're listening,
Get better, Sam.
I love you. I miss you. So we're at Jake's brother's house. Jiff.
This is
Say
Jiff.
hi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello, buddy.
Isn't this fun?
Yes.
It feels dumb at first.
Yeah.
My first time.
This feels like you're just talking into the air, and you feel like you have to be, talking to someone.
That's okay. You don't have to listen to it later. Most people don't.
I listened to parts of them before.
Have you? Oh,
Sure have.
Really? Like, do you remember anything?
No, because after a while it all gets jumbled together.
It does. All right.
I'm usually hammered.
Fuck, I'm getting warm already. And Jake pointed out that it's still light out. It's like 7 o'clock. Normally we do this at like 8 or 9 o'clock because of Logan. I guess he won't come out to here this time.
Right.
Ugh.
You don't have to worry about him listening to topics at this place.
Jiff's wife doesn't want to play.
Yeah. She doesn't want to be involved. She wants to hide in the corner.
I think we should have got drunk before this. I don't think he realized it. After I started talking, I just started fucking chugging.
Instead of talking to fill the words or the time space, he just starts drinking.
I just opened the spirits. They're almost gone.
Don't worry, I already finished one. I'm on my second.
That's what normally happens. I drink way too quick. Within an hour time frame, it's too much.
Usually, I probably go through about 6 maybe.
6 within an hour. That's ridiculous. You know what fucked me up today? Somebody readjusted my goddamn seat in my car, and now everything feels wrong.
It means somebody.
It's like my niece or my dad, probably a combination of both, went into my car and fucked with my seat. And now everything feels off. I don't even know where it was before. And I tried to adjust it back, and I'm so just upset by this.
Whole equilibrium's off.
It's
Here.
all off.
Can't get back in the car now. Take it back.
On my way over here, I just kept fucking with it, and it just kept getting worse. I feel like it's close, and I'm just being over something, but it's all messed up, and I hate it.
They call it being overly sensitive.
Why would they do that? Who does that?
I do it.
Practical
Every
joke.
time I get in Casey's car, I gotta adjust that seat.
I guess you're right.
So I'm not sitting with the steering wheel in my chest.
When I used to take my mom's car, it was the same thing. I'd get in and my knees would just like hit the steering wheels. It was just like right up there. You're right, I would fuck with hers all the time. But they didn't do this because they were driving it. They just did it because they thought it was funny. You know what else I found in my car? My niece left a spoon, a plastic pink spoon, just right on my thing. Like I don't know what that was about.
Not even in the cup holder?
No, it was just on the outside of the car, on the hood.
She must have been using your car as a jungle gym today.
This was a different day.
Oh, it wasn't today? Yeah. So it's been fucked up for a couple of days?
No, the seat was today. The spoon was like last week.
Oh.
It's just terrorizing me.
That's what they're there for.
Have you guys ever played BioShock?
Nope. Can't say that I have. I've seen a lot of people playing it and the reviews.
I got it on my Switch right now. It's pretty sweet.
Have not played it.
You just shoot people with guns, and you have like other powers too, like flame powers, ice powers.
I feel like I
You might have
played that game, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember.
Wait, we were talking about seats in cars. I remember my parents referring to like the center part. If there was like shit in the way, that it was like a baby preventer. because it was too hard to have sex in the car. If there was, you know what I'm talking about?
I know it. Yeah, I know
The
what you're
center
talking about.
console?
Yeah, because a lot of the old-fashioned cars, the seat would be straight across, and then newer ones started putting like the whole center thing.
No.
Do you remember what they called it?
It's
I feel like old-timey people had a specific like the baby preventer or something.
it was
With some shit like
the
that.
first form of the condom. I mean,
Couldn't tell you. Just another form of birth control then at that point. I
Yeah.
mean, they started putting those in.
Birth control seats? Is that what they call them? There was a fucking name that my parents
phone a
would use.
friend. Call your dad.
I don't want to call my dad.
It's obviously failed.
Right.
What failed?
The birth control
Yeah,
seat.
the prevention seat.
Okay.
uh,
I tried to do this by myself before. I could only
Yeah.
do like 30 to 27 minutes, and I don't know if it was that interesting. How about, I seen a meme that said, Willy Wonka is just Saw for children.
yeah, that kind of makes a little bit of sense.
What?
Willy Wonka is just Saw for children.
It was a new one with Johnny Depp.
Did you see that one?
Yeah.
What did you think
That
of
one's creepier
Yeah.
than the original.
It was way.
But do you
creepy.
think
I
it
think
was
that's the way they
definitely
played it.
it? Do you think it's better or worse?
I feel like the old one was better. If they would have went with that style, the old style, instead of making it creepy as fuck.
It's tough. It's tough to say. Johnny Depp's a good actor.
But if
He
it's
played
like,
the role well.
it's kind of weird.
Obviously not the same as the original.
Do you know
You
what
said Gene Wilder?
Gene Wilder
Yeah.
was the original one, yeah.
I mean, he was still crazy in that too.
Yeah, but it wasn't creepy crazy. Johnny
Yeah,
Depp was
he-
very,
Johnny Depp was creepy
it's
crazy.
very odd.
As is every one of those characters he ever plays.
The part that I hated about the new movies the most were the Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, they definitely changed them to miniaturized.
Not only that, but the songs that they did, they tried to make them all over the top performances, and they were just bad. They were so bad. They were god
The
awful.
songs were not catchy anymore. They
They
ruined them.
they ruined it. And then the other thing I could tell is all the Oompa Loompas were the same actor.
Well, yeah.
Just
They CGI'd
just
them. They
CGI
did
the same
every
actor a
single
bunch
one.
of different times. Why wouldn't they get just a bunch of different like Indian dudes? It was obviously just like an Indian dude.
Right.
Because you need the midgets. Back then, they brought in real midgets. Same thing with
I was-
Withers.
I don't think
Wizard
that
of Oz.
actor was a midget. I think he was a regular sized actor.
I think it was a regular sized actor. Yeah,
that
they just CGI'd it.
Oh, that's a disappointment.
Yeah, it was so bad. If you go back and stare at it better, you're like, no, this is obviously the same exact person, just over and over and over and over
So
again.
we're being racist or what is it called?
No.
Calling them midgets. We got to be politically correct.
The other thing was
Short Americans.
Do you
I don't know.
the best scene in the original one was the boat scene, and the new boat scene it sucked. Like I
It's
guess
like a time machine in the new one. It went so fast.
no, the old one was the one where they started speeding up.
Oh,
It's like there's no way in which of knowing
yeah.
which direction we are going.
I don't think that was the best part. I think
That was
like
the best
slowest
Part.
of that movie that made me want to.
What are you talking about? It started off slow and then it sped up. The boat just kept going fast,
And the music.
But
fast,
the music
faster,
made
and then
it
the
slow.
visual were getting all fucked up and distorted. You
Yeah,
remember?
They made it for the times when LSD was popular.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Right. And to watch it on
My
LSD
favorite
to
part
make
is the blueberry girl.
They had a blueberry part in the new one.
sense. They
Wasn't
pretty
the
much
same.
recreated both.
Wasn't the same.
I mean, I know it wasn't the same, but yeah, she loved to chew gum, and chewing gum was her thing. And it was supposed to be the gum was supposed to be a full meal, except when they got to the blueberry
dessert.
the dessert.
Dessert.
Fuck.
Have a few more, it might go away.
Totally. Hey, there
Stuttering Stanley.
is another dog in here with white fur, so they're gonna have white fur on me again.
Yeah, you'll have that. There's white fur all over my
Well,
place now.
he was Jake's pet for about a week and a half, so
Yeah, he told me.
he might grow to sleep with him overnight.
I've never been to Jake's place.
Never.
Never.
He's got a cave for you.
It's full of a bunch of random crap, but stuff I can probably throw away because it's just sitting in that room. Anytime I think I have something, I have to go dig there and go look for it. It's just a
The
room of
mini
random
fridge
shit.
is there, right?
Yeah, it's downstairs. It's plugged in, but it's not being used. When I moved down there, the refrigerator.
Where is it? Oh my goodness.
It's in the door, man.
It says ice on the outside.
First time using a fancy fridge.
I was scared because it's a regular.
Oh.
Anywho, yeah, when I moved down there, the mini fridge, all the ice that was frozen inside of it melted, so it was just sloshing around inside of there. So I had to freeze it again, so I can try to get it out, and then I just left it in there. So there's just a giant ice cube sitting on the bottom of the freezer, but no beer or anything. And I should actually bring it upstairs and use it for a beer fridge, but I don't have food in my fridge that will account for the lack of space, so my fridge is good enough.
Oh, cool story.
Well, I had to talk about something while you walked away, so
It's getting
the
warm.
audiences get to listen to my fridge story.
Where did Jeff go?
I don't know. Maybe I had to take a piss.
Hey, I've seen this other thing where this lady had glued rocks to the center of her steering wheel, and she was very proud of herself because she put it in like a mandala flower type pattern. In the center of her steering wheel, she glued rocks, and then someone commented, "Congratulations, you just turned your airbag into a claymore."
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking
I
when you
love
were
that.
saying that. I was like, holy shit, that airbag is going to go off. She's going to die so quickly.
At least go blind, maybe.
She ain't going to go blind. There's going to be it goes out with what, 300 miles an hour?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that airbag is throwing those rocks so fast at her, she's going to have freaking rock holes going through her
She's
brain.
gonna be missing some teeth.
You can't control stupid.
Duct tape might be able to do that.
Whatever. She wants to experience shrapnel, by all means.
There was this guy who was drawing characters on sticky notes. Like, he had a bunch of different color ones. There was like green ones, yellow ones, and pink ones.
You're not talking about yourself, are you?
No, I'm not talking about myself. This other guy was doing it. And obviously he started with this one Pikachu. And it was on a pink one. And someone commented, like, why didn't she do it on the yellow one? And he was so annoyed. And he's like, God, you're right. Fuck. And he takes it down and like crumples it up and then redraws it on the yellow one and then puts it back up. I felt his pain, and I just felt that so much. Because I'll do stuff like that. I'll draw a thing and then someone will be like, why didn't you give it a, this or that? Which is like super obvious, and I like overlooked it. Like, God damn it.
I feel like
Because I want it to be right.
if I would have had different colors.
It's right to you. Who gives a crap what they say?
Why wouldn't he do the Pikachu on the yellow one? Why would he do it on the pink one?
Because have you ever seen a pink Pikachu?
No.
It could be called the Pinkachu.
God bless you. But I also, what was this? How do people meet people? I haven't made a new friend outside of school or work or the military in like my entire life. Yet I see people breaking up and getting back together with other people. This doesn't even make any sense to me.
They're sociable.
Yeah, it's called being sociable. You have to actually go talk to people,
Well,
which is difficult. I don't do it that much
usually
either.
when people break up, they hit the bars, they go out, they don't care who they're talking to. Confidence is either super high or super low. They just go and take those shots.
It's 100% of the shots you don't take. Isn't that the saying?
Oh, you weren't talking about tequila shots?
It's a numbers game. Shots.
Hi, dog. Have you ever heard the term doom scrolling?
No.
It's when you're just like scrolling through the internet at night on Facebook or Twitter or whatever you do. And it's just like an endless pit of despair. And you're like, why am I doing this? But you can't stop.
What's it called? Doom scrolling?
Yeah, doom scrolling.
Oh, doom scrolling.
Do you like to doom scroll?
Sometimes they're like those stupid Snapchat things.
I
Like
hate
all the
those
little videos.
I fucking hate those ones.
Some I'll watch,
They're
and then
so
other ones
terrible.
like, who the hell is this person? Why are they on my Snapchat feed? I don't know who the hell you are.
Yeah, the people on the Snapchat feed can send it to the Snapchat, and you could do it yourself if you wanted to.
I'm not.
It's just an option on there. So any random person can do it.
Snapchat used to be better before they started censoring all the chicks. Like in a couple of years ago, like you could follow porn stars, and they'd just be like in their house naked all the time, just like taking shots. But now they're not allowed to do it. You gotta subscribe to their OnlyFans.
Is that on Snapchat?
There's a version.
Or is it a different thing?
There's a different version you have to pay for.
I'm not. Nope, I'm good. I'd rather it be free. If they're showing it off anyway.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. They used to just do it for free, but Snapchat's like no nudity.
Then they can be like, well, go to my fans only page.
Yeah, but you have to
This
pay
is where
for
I'm
it.
at.
You have to pay for it.
That's what he's saying. If
They're gonna do it for free, they're gonna do
if they did it for free,
not just go straight to pay.
yeah, right. If they did it for free, they showed you a couple pictures of the nudes, and then they said, "Hey, once you want to see more, go here."
Speaking of porn, oh man,
I call that entrapment.
It is entrapment.
This picture
Not
was
really.
This picture I wanted to show is exactly the type of picture I'd make.
Is that the one on your home screen? That chick's butt and her legs?
No, but it is a different butt, and this is exactly the type of picture I would make Sam explain what it was, and she'd be like, "Oh my god, why are you showing?" Oh, wait, let me see if I can do it how she would do it.
He's going to try to recreate her reaction. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, so this picture, she'd be like, "Oh my god, why do you make me do this?" And it says, "My friend's sister got her fiance to tattoo a spider on her asshole, so when he comes inside her ass, it looks like the spider is making silk for a web."
Oh my.
Do you want to look at it?
Oh god. That has got to hurt. I couldn't imagine. I eat spicy foods and it comes out and it fucking burns. I can't imagine getting a tattoo on your butthole. That would hurt a lot.
It's pretty sweet. That's the kind of love I'm looking for.
That's
People.
a brave woman.
Anyone out there? It's the kind of love I'm looking for.
Clearly,
Love and commitment. That's the kind of love and commitment I want in a relationship.
But here's the best part. This states that it's his friend's sister. Obviously, the friend did not know that this was happening. Because most friends who have sisters are not letting them go bend over backwards for them to tattoo and see everything she has to offer.
I don't think Frank read the whole thing.
Whatever. It was just weird.
Friend's sister.
Okay, I don't need those kind of specifics.
No,
you keep looking
I
at
do.
it. You're very intrigued by it.
Well, it's not a specific spider. It's just a black spider. All 8 legs. And
It's not as fun when someone else explains it.
I don't know. The butt is the butt.
At least someone's trying to describe what
No, that's
the
good.
audience is
That's good.
seeing.
That's good. That's good.
It's just a black spider.
I like your enthusiasm.
What do they call it? The anthrax?
Yeah.
Not the
I
anthrax.
feel like Sam would be like, "All right, let me see. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and it's a spider. Oh, and it's coming out of her asshole. Thank you. All right, next topic."
I don't know if it was coming out per se.
That's what she would say.
That's how
probably.
she would say it, probably.
It's definitely butt to butt.
Ooh, look at this one.
We'll have to review this later.
Do you want
Let's
to do
say.
this one?
Y'all hoes need to dress up as pinatas since y'all let everyone hit it. Now, I like it. It's colorful. They literally look like pinatas. It's all Post-its. I'm not sure they're wearing anything but Post-its.
Are they only
Pretty
wearing
sure
Post-its?
they're not.
Bringing it all the way around.
A little. There's a little bit there.
Wait,
I
are
think
they
they're wearing a
Post-it?
skirt. These are definitely. Oh, you know what?
I
Maybe
didn't
not.
even notice
Maybe
it.
these are not Post-its. This looks like that, like real thin paper for party stuff.
Party paper stuff.
Party paper.
It is really thin.
I mean,
Are you talking about gift paper? Like the stuff you
no,
put
the
in-
streamers. The streamer paper.
No, that's straight up cloth, guys. That is
No.
cloth. Yeah,
I
it
see
is.
streamer papers.
That is
Like,
cloth.
Oh, I think it is like birthday streamers. Maybe.
Somebody spent a lot of time on that shit.
There's-
They look good though.
Those cloth cups.
Oh my god.
I mean, if they want that, that's fine.
That's hilarious.
But they're announcing it. I guarantee those are some college girls, freshmen.
I was gonna say anyway.
it
Someone
also says "smash me."
fine print.
Where's like the Super Smash Brothers version? So Smash Me.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Jake has a Mario tattoo.
I do. Done by Mr. Frank. What about a month and a half ago? Maybe.
Has it
Something
been
like
that long already? Dude, it's like working up to it. And I finally did it. Now it's like so far in the past.
that.
The fuck?
Now he's ready for the next one. Here's your cue, listeners.
I'm totally ready for the next one.
I got one. You were in the Marine Corps, right?
Was I?
Sure were. Remember what I did? Tracks? Amtrak's? Over there I don't know if you were actually... You were there when I was there in 29 Palms. I know that. It's kind of weird. Didn't know that until after the fact.
Whatever. Go on.
Well, the track that sank in the Pacific Ocean during a training exercise.
This isn't ringing any bells.
It's new.
Oh.
It happened Thursday.
No. Fucking... You know what happened? That specifically... fucking... The boat I was on fire. The Bohama Richard. I was on that boat.
Is that the one that was in the bay? Got fucking...
It caught on fire.
Caught on fire?
It was in San Diego. The aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
I was on that boat for 7 months.
Good thing you got off of it.
It caught fire. This was 10 years ago, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a while.
Right.
See, that's my
So
next
what did
point.
you do? What did you sabotage that messed up at this point in time?
Unfortunately, there were Marines that lost their lives.
Yeah.
And so,
Wait. A bridge collapsed?
No, it's an Amtrak, an AAV.
Is it the thing that
We
goes
call
on
them
land?
floating coffins or floating tanks.
Floating coffins. Now that's dark.
There's a reason why
They're
they're
the
called
ones
floating
that
coffins.
You can ride on the land and then it can go through like a
Yeah,
river or something.
it's a tracked water vehicle. They're trying to do away with those now. But it's a 26-ton floating coffin. They're doing training exercise, so I'm reading. And so eight of them disappeared. They haven't found them yet.
Where were they going? Were they in the ocean?
Yeah, they were in the ocean.
They were in the ocean.
How far out in the ocean
ship
you
to
need
shore,
go?
you're about 2 to 3 miles off.
You're saying they were doing like a training exercise
Yes.
in the ocean
Yes, because that's what
And
tracks do.
with 8 of them. Not 8 people. 8.
Oh, no, there's a whole squadron. You got
A
like
whole
12,
squad.
13 tracks, but inside those tracks you can fit... They're mostly personnel carriers. Most of them are personnel carriers. So you got 3 crewmen, you got the driver, you got the gunner, you got the crew chief, and then in the back you can fit easily 8 to 12 grunts with their gear. So they go from ship to shore or from island to shore. I'm thinking they're coming from an island. And on their way back, it started sinking.
One? They're not like linked together.
No,
Why would
individual.
What do you mean? Why would they
There's
be
12
linked together?
tracks. You could tow in the water, though. They
What
could
do
have
you
had a
mean?
link
What do
one.
it started sinking? Like one individual one?
One individual track was sinking.
You ever seen the Amtrak?
Yeah, briefly. 10 years ago.
I know you've been working with helicopters, but
Fucking, do you know on the Bohama Richard, we used LCACs, which were...
That's the
They were
hovercraft.
They were hovercrafts. That's what they used to take things from the ship to the shore.
Ooh.
like
In
people
fact-
or supplies.
What did
Oh.
you call it? The Richard?
The Bohama Richard.
The guy's wedding, I was at, his dad was a naval chief petty officer, something. I don't know. He was an E9. I don't remember all the ranks, but he was the man for the enlisted on ships. Although I think most of his tours were out of Norfolk. Anyway, so 8 people disappeared. 1 for sure died. They're coming up with all kinds of weird reasons that this thing sank. Honestly, I think it was just the fault of the crew chief.
Probably.
And your mechanic.
Yeah, a combination of that.
All of them have to do the checks and balances before they get.
They're supposed to work together. And
before they go off and leave a ship, leave shore, you check to make sure your bilge pumps work. You check to make sure your plenum's open. Make sure they close so you're not sucking in water.
Jeff was part of the Amtrak mechanics, so he's a little in tune to the whole Amtrak in itself. The rest of us, not so much.
So,
me and Jeff, ex-Marines.
There's 2 large hatches.
Rub it in.
2 large hatches that you can pull and pop open so they can get the hell out. That didn't happen. But one of the excuses I saw is that it may take up to 2 Marines to open those hatches. Okay, that is possible. Problem is, unless you have somebody who's been trained on the Amtrak, or let alone somebody in there, you're taking on grunts. They don't know. They're just told to get the fuck on and get off.
Right. That's what they do with the helicopters most of the time.
Yeah.
They don't know.
They don't know what they're doing. They either jump off or get the hell out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, they're all
panicking. I was in a
faulty training. The crew chief should have said, "Fuck any kind of maneuvers. We need to get the fuck out of here." Because that's what I did. We took on water.
Abandoned ship.
Abandoned. Go. I had to make the call. We took on water. The only way you can take on that much water is midship bearing brakes, which is giant drive shafts that power your motor, your impellers.
Wait, okay, so you were doing training somewhere, and yours took on water?
Mm-hmm.
Where did this happen?
Lejeune.
Oh, Camp Lejeune?
Yeah.
All right.
We were going from shore to ship. Everything was great until we got about a mile out, and
then what happens?
You just hear inside. You hear like a large pop, and then just a flood of water.
It's coming up to your ankles, or like what are we talking about here?
So there's a pressure variance.
Like, what are you looking at? Like when you there's
I would
water.
say a smaller version of like a fire hose.
Wait.
The worst part is one side, if a midship bearing breaks, it's by the batteries. The other side is by your radios. Granted, stuff is meant to get wet in the military. It should be able to survive. But it busted. I was in there. I was like, all right, hey, we're taking on a lot of water. Turn on every bilge pump. We got to keep it running. Do not stop. Don't do anything. Don't idle. We need to keep the hydraulic pressure up. So that was failing. So the only thing I could come up with is, hey, we're taking on too much. Crew chief asked, well, do we need to turn around? I was like, unless we're next on the ship, we need to get the hell out of here. And he's like, no, we're not next. And obviously getting on ship's a lot harder because you have to wait for the aft of the ship to go down underwater, under the surf, and you have to time it up to get onto the ramp, to get on the ship. So that could take a minute to get even on there. We weren't even next. We still had like 6 tracks to go. I was like, no, let's go. We got to go or we're opening and bailing. Luckily, we made it back, but by the time we got back and popped that back latch, I mean, it was full of water. I was halfway up to the like bench seats, which is only a couple feet off from as much water as you can take on.
Yeah, fucking completely sinking.
They also have pontoons. They're supposed to be drained or checked to make sure that there's no water in. I'm feeling like there's a lot of failures that happened here.
You threw in a conversation that Jeff had a little bit of passion in.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking now.
That's it. That's what I was looking for.
I mean, it's terrible.
You get somewhere.
It's terrible that guys have lost their life just during training.
Yeah, that really.
It's
does
like
suck.
the ones that lost their lives on top of the tank down there. Remember I think he was falling. He fell asleep on the tank or something. I read some kind of story about it.
There's always stories like
There's
that.
always stories of something happened. No, I heard one that there was a training exercise. Marines were practicing doing field stuff, and they all dug holes to sleep in, and then a tank came by and ran someone over.
Oh, Jesus.
Ran them over. I mean, you got guys sleeping under like the wheels of the 7 tons,
dude,
not checking.
When I was in,
it's pure laziness.
When we were doing the same thing in Arizona, everyone slept under the vehicles.
Of course, it's
everyone was under the vehicles. Oh my god, I could have died.
I slept on it now.
I've slept under the tracks. I've slept in the vehicles. You know, I mean, to get out of the sun, you have to.
Yeah, that's specifically the reason, is to get out of the sun. There's no trees around. There's nothing. And it doesn't stop beating down on you. Especially like when you're in Iraq.
Luckily, we got rid of tracks while we were over there. There's no point. We all had the MRAPs.
MRAPs. Dude, MRAPs are all over. When I was doing on a convoy, there was an MRAP in front of me that like skidded out in some sand. Like hydroplaned on some sand and then fucking rolled over.
I don't know what kind of MRAPs you were driving in, because ours never did nothing like that.
No? Am I thinking of the right vehicle? It's an MRAP, right? Isn't it like it looks like it was an animal? It'd be like an armadillo.
You sure that wasn't like an LAV? I don't know. MRAPs were very popular over there.
It was fuck. I don't even remember. This was 10 years ago.
Well, I mean, they're built so that they can take on more IED blasts and the axles blow out. It's basically a giant metal can on some wheels.
Yeah, they're unstable. They roll over all the time.
They were not that. The only ones unstable are the drivers.
I was gonna say, if they fuck up a turn, they're
dude,
not the driver.
It was after our mission was complete. We were hauling ass back to base.
Oof. Iraq, what a trip.
What a trip. I tell people I went to Iraq all the time. And they're like, they just assume I've seen combat and stuff. I haven't.
Did you go? What?
Yeah,
where were you?
There?
Dude, when I was there, it was calm. I mean, we had one MRAP flip over, and we got one truck got hit by an IED, but other than that. What? My job was just to refuel helicopters.
He was a glorified gas attendant.
I think it was over there in 2008 in El Tacad.
Yeah, when you got out, he was in over there.
I was over there in 08.
No, you were. Well, yeah, you were coming back.
I was there in 08.
Okay.
El Tacad.
TQ?
You were in TQ?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, that's funny.
I worked on the airfield.
Yeah, okay. See, that makes... Yeah, TQ is a bigger airbase. I was in Ramadi, and we would do trips to TQ and to...
But yeah, we did trips. I went to Ramadi and Al Asad Air Base. I still have shorts from their place. I bought shorts. They had a swimming pool. Do you remember the swimming pool?
No. I didn't have time for that. Oh. All we were doing was dropping off and then searching.
Oh.
Which is kind of weird, because we took a back-ass way. Like, it was a route that we had planned out that we haven't traveled in forever. So no one has done anything. No one's done any sweeps, no recons, no nothing. We hit it, balls to the wall there, balls to the wall back. Not even like 8 hours later at night. They must have been watching us drive down there, because the next group that went down that road got hit.
Oh, shit.
We're like...
That's crazy. I remember we went out to the middle of nowhere.
Oh, we had to do EOD stuff too.
We went
pick up a bunch of bombs and blow them up in the middle of the desert.
We didn't do that. We were out in the middle of the nowhere to establish, just a refueling point, so they could leapfrog from wherever they were to wherever. So because they couldn't make the whole trip, so then they leapfrog.
Yeah. And
so they'd land here, and we'd refuel them, and they'd keep going to wherever the fuck they were going. I don't know if they were going into Afghanistan at the time, because we were. Fuck, I don't know where we were. I'm not supposed to divulge that information.
It's classified, ladies and gentlemen.
But anyways.
How close was that to Baghdad?
I don't remember. Anyways, we were there with...
It's not that he can't divulge it, he just can't remember.
We were there in 08 were you in TQ?
I don't remember specifically.
That's terrible.
He tries to forget all.
Dude, it was like now. It was like the beginning of August because I remember I turned 21 when I was over there.
No, so you were there 2 months that I was there.
My birthday is in September.
Because we went early April. Fuck, Frank. We could have hooked up and been like, hey, what's up? We're coming in to TQ.
I don't even think I knew you that well before I got out.
You didn't.
Who cares? I think I tried to contact you when we were in 29 Palms, but I know the barracks there in Lake Bandini aren't the greatest.
Yeah, they're not the greatest. Poor Jake is being left out now.
That is fine.
Well, unfortunately, no one would have seen a guy like Frank ever join the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, half of my reason for joining because Jake,
I was
in the
going
beginning,
to.
was so fucking gung ho about it.
That was so.
Because like his older brother did it, and he's like, I'm gonna do it too. And then for some reason, it got in my head. I'm like, yeah, I should fucking do something too. And at first, I was gonna join the Navy.
Where was the relay information?
And then I remember, I think I asked you, I'm like, they have a buddy program. We can go in at the same time and do stuff. And then he's like, no.
Yeah, they do that,
I'm
but
not doing this.
Not for nothing. I blame my ex for this.
well, thank God you didn't go because honestly, you would have lost your mind because your millennials that are causing all this why bullshit now.
It wouldn't have been I would have lost my mind. I would have been the dumb motherfucker that lost his life for doing something stupid.
Nah. I was gung ho about some stuff.
I wouldn't have been no Amtrak mechanic. I didn't get to take the ASVAB test, but still. I'm sure if I would have done that, I'm not good at taking tests. I'm not good at studying. I just did what I needed to do to pass school.
Like I studied. I had the option of a lot of shit to do. I just wanted to do like mechanics. Originally, I was supposed to be an LAV mechanic, but ended up in the track. Super weird.
I wanted to be a combat camera.
When you show up and you're
camera.
Combat camera. It means you go to combat and just take pictures.
Yeah, you just take pictures.
We met one. One came to our thing when we were doing the refuel. I think we were forward assault refueling point. That's what we were doing there. We had a tank battalion with us, so they wouldn't mess with us because we had all these fuel trucks.
Yeah, that's weird because somebody blew up our fuel tank, our fuel farm. In our body.
Was it on fire? I think I've seen photos.
No, somebody.
No.
That's why we kicked all the people off base that weren't actual U.S. contractors. First, we let them on there, but until somebody was shooting rockets specifically right at our fuel farm and blowing it up.
Specifically.
That's the only thing they hit, and that's the only thing they aimed for, and they nailed it.
It was a good shot.
Yeah, until one of your fellow guys end up coming back and like, oh, I couldn't get any fuel. I'm like, yeah, because they're shooting rockets there. They moved it.
I remember that we were there. Who were the other guys that they weren't in, but they still worked for like the government? They did things. They were like contracted out.
Yeah, they just call them contractors.
No, there was a specific name for maybe the company that did it, that they were part of.
Depends on what they were there for.
We had these other guys that were doing fuel stuff too.
Well, you had fuel guys. Like we always had 2 civilian contractors.
Yeah, there were 2 civilian.
But they knew the MRAPs. They were trained on how to completely fix them.
They were operating a.
Oh, there were civilians there that always drove out with like armored Toyota trucks.
Everybody
likes Blackwater. Not
Blackwater.
Black Ops. I was saying
No, it wasn't. No. I remember there was this because they had the fuel when we wanted to redo our fuel farm. We had to fill up our bags.
Yeah, the bladders.
We would fill up the bladders and we'd take it from them. And there was this huge line of hose that we had to replace.
Hose.
That was the worst day ever.
What do you mean a huge line? How long does the line need to be?
Dude, this line was like a mile long. Maybe it wasn't
to the bladder?
It's like a half mile.
Or just so that they can fill it from the trucks?
I worked on No, this was the fuel that they got in, tested, and then pumped over into on the airfield, when I was on the airfield, the specific fuel farm, we had like 50K bags.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
The title of this one's going to be reminiscing about the Marine Corps.
That's not a good title. Think of a better one.
What else we got on the subject titles here?
We can change the whole. I had something else and I forgot because you guys left.
What do you mean we left?
We left. We've been here the whole time.
You both walked away.
Well, I had to visit the urination station, so.
All right, let's change the subject entirely. Maybe we'll come back to it. You ever seen that Stewart meme? The one about TikTok? Do you remember Stewart? Was it Mad TV or Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, it was Saturday Night Live with Stewart.
That's the best one. It was like, no one. People on TikTok. Look what I can do.
Yeah.
Look what I can do.
Yeah, I did see that.
I love that one. What about oh my god. Do you know Mike Tyson has a podcast that he tries to interview people very seriously? Eminem was on it. It's called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, and Eminem was on it. And I had to turn it off after 5 minutes because it was so cringy.
Well,
Mike Tyson.
a little more in depth. What was it? Why?
I don't know how to explain it. But just imagine Mike Tyson trying to be super serious with that voice he has.
Super serious?
And then interviewing Eminem, and Eminem being like super humble, like too much. Like he needs to be a little cocky. It was
For what?
He doesn't need to be cocky anymore.
He didn't need to be cocky to begin with.
He was being too humble in front of Mike Tyson. They were both like, I like your music. He's like, oh, I love watching you box and stuff. They were trying. It was like they were trying to act like regular people. But it was just them pretending to act like regular people.
They're not regular people anymore.
I feel like Eminem's pretty regular people.
And Mike Tyson was trying to interview like he was fucking, who's that old lizard person guy?
What?
Bernie Sanders.
Not Jay Leno.
Old lizard.
The lizard guy. Larry King.
Oh, Larry King.
Lizard
He
guy.
is definitely an original lizard person.
The fuck?
You don't know who lizard people are?
No.
Oh, man.
I got beef sticks, Smokies from a butcher shop. And they had like a funny taste to them. It's like a gamey taste. It was like a real taste of what like meat should be or something maybe. And I don't know if I liked it very much.
Or they started mixing in cats and dogs
What
because
kind?
they ran out of meat.
I don't think it was. It was like
it duck?
it was like it wasn't just filled with a bunch of hormones or whatever salt or whatever preservatives they put it in it. It was like straight from the cow into the beef stick.
Are you sure it was cow?
I have no idea.
See, deer
Deer jerky is fucking awesome. Deer
beef
sausage.
sticks is definitely more gamey. Duck, it depends on the type of duck that you get, like, put in there. Some is like a real gamey type of duck because it's a bottom feeder, basically. They call them like diver ducks. So they feed off the bottom or they eat
Depends on
plants.
what duck
Some
is.
eat fish. So
I've never had fucking a duck smoky.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
man.
I don't think that exists.
They're so good.
Where-
I eat them
no.
all the time.
From where?
Guy I work with, that's all he does. Duck hunt.
He
He
just-
tries to get me to go out to hunt with
It's
him,
just
but
duck
I
hunts.
was like,
and
"Have you seen me shoot a clay yet?"
makes duck smokies.
Yeah.
duck everything.
He gets like 40, 50 ducks every season, takes them up, and gets them turned into smokies.
That's crazy. I want to go clay pigeon shooting.
It's not as difficult as you would think it is.
Oh.
Clay pigeon shooting?
Yeah.
Have you
Dude,
done it?
I've done it a bunch
Did it
of
over at Paul's house.
I did it a bunch of times.
That's different. I still missed there, too.
I hit every fucking one of them.
All right. Well, we
Did
can go up the road. 10 minutes. We'll go do some clay shooting.
All right.
Up the road.
Urbandale.
Oh, dude, yeah, Urbandale. We can go to Urbandale and shoot clay pigeons, bro. I don't think they'll let us drink, bro.
Yeah, I don't think we can go there while we're intoxicated. It's not going to be a good idea.
Dude, behind Urbandale is the club that my family's a member of. It's where the bow shoot is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Oh.
What?
Behind Urbandale is the club that my family's a member of. The Lake County Rod and Gun Club.
There's
was-
another gun club over there?
It's behind it.
I thought it was just Urbandale because they own all that shit now.
No.
All that land.
Here's a question, Frank.
No.
I went out bow hunting
You went out bow hunting. What the fuck are you talking
Crossbow
about?
hunting.
No, it wasn't hunting. It was like a shoot.
My dad has bow shoots.
Yes.
You can bring a crossbow. You just can't use broadheads.
Well, that would fuck up the targets so
Exactly.
hard.
That's what I'm saying. You just need target arrows.
I went one time with my uncle. It was a good time. But I was really young and I really sucked. I feel like I could do a lot better now.
Who? Uncle Jeff?
Yeah.
I told him I wanted to buy a bow. He tried to sell me his.
I got my dad's flyer in my car. Do you want it? I'll give it to you.
His what?
His flyer for his bow shoot.
Oh.
He just drives around with it, hands it out to people.
I put it on the fridge at work. I took it down because it's today and tomorrow.
I was gonna say that.
Well, it's over
not
now.
canceled, yeah.
But it's tomorrow.
Riverdale's nice. I mean, I went to their pistol range after I modified that 1911. Didn't know if it was going to work.
Didn't get to take it over to DJ's to test it out.
No. I mean, they're reasonably priced, and they're putting in an actual rifle range. Like, automatic target, like retrieval.
Do you
Really?
see
Outdoor.
Fucking
Outdoor?
stream to do that.
Why don't you go to what's that one place?
Because indoor sucks.
Target, spot, place, shot.
Indoor rifle range?
No,
well,
for the
indoors
It's
pistol.
like 100 yards?
For the pistol.
The farthest they can go?
It doesn't matter.
Isn't there a place in Menor?
There's all kinds of places to shoot pistols.
Close to Heisley?
Yeah, it's called point blank.
Point Blank. That's the place.
That's like this indoor pistol
Which
shooting.
is fine.
That's what I'm saying.
You can shoot a rifle there too. But
That's what cops do, don't they?
you
Indoor
only
pistol
can
shooting?
go 30.
Every cop movie I've ever seen, they're at a place like that, and they press the button, and the target goes.
That's stupid. Well,
Right.
yeah, okay.
What do you mean that's stupid?
Retrieving
What's wrong with
target's
that?
fine.
What's
but
wrong with that?
25 yards isn't going to give you shit.
Yeah, you want a little bit of a distance for that, though.
You can sight
How far are you planning on shooting people from?
With a rifle.
as far as I need to possibly shoot them.
With a rifle, we can do. What can we do? 500 yards, no problem. Our sights?
5, 6. It's 36 yards and 300 yards is the same damn length, same height. So
What
bullet
was your-
trajectory
what-
is the
what-
same.
Did you have a sharpshooter badge?
At expert,
Fuck you.
I had a sharpshooter one time out of the 4 times I went, but
That's
it
bullshit.
was also the middle of like January.
Damn it. So upset.
Didn't try hard enough, Frank.
Oh, speaking of which, I did find my stupid little book, like that they give you in boot camp, like as you like start doing your target shooting before the real shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, I was here. I was reading through it. I was like, what the fuck? Win this, win that. And then one of them said like, DI, drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Novak says, I will never become a Marine because my cover's fucked up. I laughed so hard because the worst part is that DI also was in 1833, so I saw him not even 2 years after being in the fleet. He came back to Camp Lejeune. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to a different company.
Hilarious.
Fuck that. It's weird when you see your DIs.
I didn't see mine ever again after boot camp. Boot camp sucked.
I had an 0311, an Amtrak operator, and a scout sniper.
You have no idea what you're getting into. Dumb high school kids. I was out somewhere, and there was some recruiter-looking motherfuckers, and that's what someone was it the checkout lady that said something, and I'm like, this guy's out here just tricking high school kids into joining the military. She was so appalled. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you don't understand. That's exactly what the fuck this guy's doing. He's just tricking high school students into joining the military.
I mean,
Well, it's either trick the dumb or you get drafted. So
I resent that comment.
you resemble that comment.
Dude, I'm enjoying the Marine Corps because I thought it was tougher than the Navy and other shit.
Well, yeah, the boot camp was supposed to be the hardest.
It's a terrible basis to go off. If you want to do it all over again, join the Air Force.
I want to take a bicycle ride instead of doing an actual 30-mile run.
Yeah, it was okay. At the time that everything was happening, like sometimes, like
Dude, I had no idea what was going on. I was so dumb and just oblivious. And just doing my best to blend in, just sitting there with my rifle, like, what the fuck am I doing here? Why did I do this?
Inside his head.
What is this?
Why am I here? Why am I here?
When was that in boot camp? Last time
the entire time.
I don't know. I thought boot camp was like a giant camping trip, really.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but it's like still not what you expect it to be.
I laugh at all. Like, have you seen like Snapchat has like stupid crap like Marine Corps workouts and
no, I haven't watched any of that.
Like boot camp like like little Snapchat.
The thing
videos.
that bothered me most is like some people taking it so serious. Like the DI hates me. He's trying to do a thing. I'm like, in my head, I'm like,
stupid,
dude. Not only that, but it's a game for them. They're supposed to be this way.
You're supposed to make you
Like
break.
they're supposed to do this. Like,
Make
what are
sure
you guys
you can't
doing?
break.
Just relax, bro. You're not gonna be able to do anything about it.
No, it's not even that. It's do what the fuck you're told and they leave you alone.
Well, do what you're told and don't fuck up.
Well, yeah,
some are the way to be.
We really fucked some people up. They had some serious mind games there. We had a guy sit in front of a mirror for 3 days. 3 fucking days.
So funny. We had a guy get put into a bag and then meow for a couple of hours. And then someone forgot he was in there. And they came back and he was still in there.
Oh, this shit's so stupid, but it's so funny.
They probably just did that on purpose.
I think the guy that sat in front of the mirror, they made sit there because he wanted to quit, like so bad. They're like, we didn't even start. I think it was the first 2 days of boot camp.
Dude, I remember the first couple of days where like I wasn't actually attached to a thing. We were just walking around in like sneakers and like helping carry chow to places, waiting for a platoon to pick up. I'm like, this isn't bad at all.
I got picked up right away, so it doesn't matter for me.
Yeah, it was like that for like a couple days. And then finally the real drill instructors came. And then they do the thing
You gotta go out, don't
where
you?
they like march out at the same time. And
They
I'm
don't
just
know
like,
your keys.
what the hell is that?
Exactly. That's the shock and awe. The mirror thing was quite the trick, though. He definitely
I'm
didn't
sorry,
quit.
you were talking about the mirror thing. He just stared at himself in a mirror for 3 days?
Yeah, they were like, you're going to sit here and look yourself in the mirror for the next... until you can figure out what you really want to do. He stuck with it.
That's crazy.
I was like, it sucks to be you, bro. He wasn't allowed to leave. Literally, from the time he woke up, after... you know, your head visits and your shave and stuff, he literally had to sit there from time he woke up to the time he hit the rack.
You know what everyone asked me?
He wasn't even allowed to leave to go get food.
Oh, that sucks. Do you know what else everyone asked me is if they see me draw and stuff, and they're like, "Fuck you! You were an artist recruit, weren't you? I hate you."
What's an artist recruit?
You didn't have an artist recruit?
No.
They were there to like design your flag or whatever, and they got like special treatment. They got to go like relax and then draw to do
Oh, look who decided to join the party. Here's
to do the platoon flag.
Oh, that
You know what I'm talking about?
No, we didn't do any of that crap until like MCT.
You didn't do any of that in boot camp? You didn't for the crucible, the guide or whatever would carry the flag. The flag was custom made by the artist recruits.
No.
You don't know? No,
We didn't do any of that.
No,
We
definitely.
carried the flag. The guidon carried our flag.
But
Had
they made a
the
custom
EGA.
flag. They made the custom. No, it
No.
wasn't an EGN.
with the
It was a blank
battalion.
flag, and the guys
Okay.
painted it.
No, we didn't do none of that.
You didn't do any of that.
No.
You didn't have any.
That explains the weakness.
But I wasn't it. I didn't do it. I didn't volunteer to do the art shit.
Are you bitching about my bitching?
I was just explaining a bitching.
Yeah. When it rains for 2 weeks and the yard's a jungle.
Yeah, grass grows. Has to be
It didn't
mowed.
rain at all. What are you talking about?
It's a thing.
What
Fuck,
makes
it
the
didn't.
grass grow, Jeff?
Weed killer? Oh.
No. Blood. And tears.
It's goddamn right.
Blood, tears, and sweat.
Oh wow.
We're at 54 minutes.
I don't think we hit any of your subjects.
About 40 of it was the Marine
We
Corps.
hit all the subjects.
Carry your stuff in a purse.
It's a
How about
merce.
that? It's not a
It's
purse.
a merce.
That is a leather bag.
A leather man
It's a
bag.
little large for a satchel.
It is not even the shape of a satchel.
Why are you touching my bag in the first place?
Purse like.
She was wondering if it was
Well,
hers. She couldn't remember.
It's on my chair and I was drawn to it.
This is a nice looking purse. Shit.
Mary Poppins bag right there.
Oh, shit.
Mary Poppins is a Time Lord.
Speaking, since we already talked about, the new and old Willy Wonka, about the new and old Mary Poppins.
The new one
never
wasn't
watched
that bad.
the first one. Didn't watch the second one.
I watched the
don't
second
know.
one. It's pretty good.
Well, the second one, that's a remake.
It's kind of delightful.
Yeah, I didn't watch the original. I didn't watch the remake.
You've never seen the
No
original.
info.
How could you not watch
You've never
that?
seen the
Were
original.
you not in middle school? And
With the
music class?
chimney sweepers and the penguins, a spoonful of
He didn't-
sugar.
Apparently, he didn't do general music in middle school.
I did general music. Maybe I'm just blocking
So
it
you
out.
remember the Newsies?
Yeah,
Yeah, the Newsies.
the Newsies and
I remember that.
West Side Story.
Fucking music class was a joke.
It was a joke in fucking school.
I mean, they helped you learn how to play the
The flute?
plastic flute.
No, it's a recorder. It's a recorder.
Whatever.
That's what they call it. I tried getting the drums. I wasn't that good.
Didn't you have drums before?
I have them.
You still have
Still
them?
has them. They're buried somewhere in the garage. They're
Speaking
making a
of
lot
music
shit.
class, Mr. Miller tried to get me to be a drummer in the band. Know what I did? I said, nah.
Nah.
I can't. Reading music is such a pain in the ass for me. I'd rather just do it all natural.
I
But
would
then
say I can't read
to-
music.
to write your own music, you have to know what notes you're hitting.
Fuck.
And since I don't know really,
I don't know about that. What
I
about
just go by
lyrics?
hearing.
Just write lyrics.
I just go by
Lyrics is
hearing.
sweet. I would obviously be the lead singer in Leather Jacket.
You would be the writer.
I would be
Of
the
the
lead
music.
singer.
Lead singer doesn't mean you write something.
Yeah.
I would write my
You-
own. I'm
you
so
would-
creative and talented.
You would write the music.
You don't
Someone would sing.
You don't think I would?
We'll let you do the album artwork.
That's fair. I would really like that.
He's like, I quit. I'm gonna do the artwork. I don't want to do anything else.
I mean, some albums are mostly sold on the artwork. You know,
Yeah.
the artwork's got to appeal.
Judge the cover. Judge the book by the cover. Judge the CD by the cover. So there you go.
Actually, CD.
Really wise
never
words.
called books.
Great points, everybody. And we are coming to our hour mark. It's 57 minutes, but I think
I don't know why we have to stop.
I think it's
why
been a
can't you make
success.
this like a special?
it's been a success. Thank you all for coming here.
57 minutes.
He doesn't
What
want
else we
people to
got?
not click on it
No,
because
we're gonna
it's
get the fuck
over
out of
3 hours.
It's not 3 hours. You said an hour.
Where's my thingy? I gotta play the outro.
Can't
song.
find this thing here, guys.
All right, we're leaving. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for
Goodbye.
dealing with our shit.